Hi, thanks so much for tuning in to this short video with the emphasis on dress code, which is not something I like talking about. But I really feel like right now we're in a place where it's a good time to talk about it a little bit. First thing I want you to know is that the middle school and the high school are partnering together this year to really put an emphasis on our students looking nice. And so this is a joint effort between the two of us to basically do the right thing. Having said that, I want to give you a couple of reminders and then some explanations. First of all, I want to say I know that middle school students' bodies change quickly. Literally, they can walk in one day and look like a little boy or a little girl, and the next day they definitely look different. And so, what I would like to say to you is, I know that that's a challenge with dress code and any clothes for that matter, just to keep them in for them to be the appropriate length or the appropriate size. I know that that's a challenge. So I've been there, and I want you to know that I know that that is a tough thing. Um, what we're asking is that parents will partner with us. Let me just say that dress code is not something that any educator wants to deal with, especially me. I'm all about the other parts of school, especially the academic parts, and I'm just not good at it. I'll just be honest with you. I have tried to do better, and this year I'm trying to one of my goals for the year for myself is to try to do better at this requirement for my students. So, having said that, a couple of reminders that are very important. Number one, students need to wear the appropriate size. Going back to what I said about how quickly and swiftly our students change, that is something that we really want to encourage you to just look at your children when they're walking out the door in the mornings and ask yourself, okay, does this look like it's the right size? So that's the first thing. The second thing is, what is khaki? Well, that's $1 million question. What is khaki? Khaki is not jeans. Khaki is not dark brown. Khaki is not white. So if you sort of go by that and you were to walk in a store and say, what does a traditional khaki look like? You'll probably see that light sort of tan color khakis. We have some students that have khaki jeans. That's not appropriate. So khaki pants, and if you go to a store and use the word khaki, more than likely you'll get the right color. We really implore you to make sure that your children, if they're wearing khakis, and this is for a girl if she's tucking her shirt tail in, or for a boy who definitely tucks his shirt tail in, they should have a belt, black or brown. And if I were you and you're at Target or Walmart or somewhere, buy more than one because they will lose them and then they come to school without a belt. We give away the ones we have and we never see them again. So please make sure you have an extra belt. And as a little sixth grader told me not too long ago, he said, I keep an extra one in my backpack because sometimes I forget to put it on at home. So he's always got an extra one in his backpack, which I thought was a good idea. Okay, so that's some sort of general guidelines. I think the boys are doing pretty well. We just require that the undershirt be white or the same color as the shirt that they have on, and the same thing goes with girls. We don't want to see a pink or a red or any other color camisole. It should be just white or the color in which of the shirt that they are wearing that day. Now, let's talk a little bit about skirt lengths, which is definitely the hot topic these days, and this is where high school and middle school are really working together to do this. First thing I want to tell you is this is difficult. If you think this is easy, you've never done it. Because let me just tell you, girls' bodies are an interesting thing, and they are shaped so differently, and you've got girls with really long legs and girls with really short legs and girls with different sorts of bodies. I'm just going to tell you, it's not easy. So if you are driving through the pickup line and you're thinking, oh, look at all those girls in their short skirts, there's a couple of things you probably don't know. One is they may have already been taught to. But in the interest of time and money, it's not always the next day that a parent can take their daughter to get a brand new skirt. So when we call you or when we tell a student that their skirt is too short or whatever, if there's no hem left, we know you need a few days, and that's understandable. So if you have just if you're looking at the girls and you think there are a lot of things going on, the truth of the matter is you don't know the backstory. So keep that in mind. The other thing is, um, parents, please partner with us. Please know that from the bottom of our hearts, we don't want to say these things to your daughters. We do not want to call them down about their skirt. It's one of the very last things I want to do. Um, so I've been called down before about my skirt back in middle school, and it wasn't a pleasant experience by someone who did it. And I'm just telling you right now, I don't want to do it, but I will do it. So we are going to be as gentle as we can, but we're also going to really set the guideline out there and do the best we can by having our students wear the appropriate length. So let's talk about that. The appropriate length is 3 inches above the knee. I'm not going to go around with my ruler. I'm not going to go around with my credit card. I don't need to do that. We've all got other things to do, and so do you. So just check at home. Just see if your daughter's skirt is the appropriate length. And then, parents, let me just say, if you do it, we don't have to do it. So I really encourage and implore you to do that. All girls should wear their modesty shorts. Modesty shorts, I think, are very important, but sometimes they give the false sense of, oh, if my skirt's too short, at least I have on my modesty shorts. It doesn't really work like that. So really check your daughter's skirt lengths to make sure that they're okay. The last thing I want to say, this is a quick video. First of all, thanks for listening. Second of all, dress code is not our focus. Teaching children and raising them, helping you raise great Christian young people is our focus. This is a part, and truthfully, if you'll do your part, I don't think that we'll have to do as much of it here as we have in the past. So we have a commitment to doing the right thing by our students. We have a commitment to you to do the right thing by your children. And so we will continue to do that, and hopefully we will work together as we do this to do the right thing for our students. Thanks so much for tuning in.